God. Oh my God.
Viewing that?
There's people in it. Oh my God, there's so many people in it.
Please tell me you're getting this on video.
Yeah, it's over.
Texas was gripped by chaos as a slow-moving storm system unloaded a torrent of rain across the hill country, submerging entire communities. Kerr and Kendall counties were among the hardest hit, with homes, roads, and lives swallowed by water in the dead of night.
Oh my God, oh my God. Oh no. Oh my God. What the? Oh no.
Get out! Get out of your car!
Oh my God.
6:08 a.m. Guadalupe River at Nimitz Dam on Guadalupe Street.
In Hunt and the surrounding hills, more than 10 inches of rain fell within just a few hours, overwhelming already saturated ground. River gauges spiked rapidly, and the Guadalupe River surged past 25 feet in places, reaching its second highest crest in recorded history. Water rushed into neighborhoods without warning, turning highways into rivers and backyards into lakes, catching families off guard. Drivers abandoned vehicles, campers fled in darkness, and 911 calls poured in as the emergency escalated across multiple counties.
1812 Coke Street. Still waiting on water rescue. If anyone has any boats or jet skis to help us get my in-laws and the other elderly on the road out.
Confirmed fatalities rose throughout the day as the storm's toll spread across Kerr County, Hill County, and the Concho Valley. Authorities reported dozens of people unaccounted for, some feared swept away from campsites, cabins, or cars along rapidly rising rivers.
Oh my gosh.
Guadalupe River. This is 173. Not good.
Kerrville's streets vanished beneath floodwater, forcing residents to climb rooftops or trees while awaiting rescue. Makeshift shelters in schools and churches filled with evacuees who had escaped with nothing but the soaked clothes on their backs.
Y'all, look at this. Oh my God.
crazy. We drove over to this parking lot that has this lookout. There's other people here doing it.
We are having major floods in Kerrville, Texas. Look at this stuff. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Camp Mystic, a well-known all-girls retreat near Hunt, suffered severe flooding as cabins collapsed and children became separated. Rescue crews waded through debris to find missing campers, while worried parents waited for updates that never came fast enough.
Get away from that flash flood.
Other camps, including Sierra Vista and Rio Vista, took on major water damage but reported no children present when the storm struck. Camps Waldemar, Mo Ranch, and La Junta reported that all staff and campers were accounted for, though access remained dangerous. Evacuation orders were issued in Ingram, where entire RV parks were torn apart by the rushing floodwaters. Some families were believed to still be inside their trailers as the river ripped them from their foundations and carried them downstream.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for them. But you see what they do?
Holy sh**, this is crazy. Me? Wow.
Near Comfort, the Guadalupe River jumped nearly 30 feet in less than an hour, swallowing bridges and neighborhoods alike. Kerrville saw the water rise more than 21 feet within 60 minutes, leaving rescuers overwhelmed by the scale and speed of destruction. Governor Greg Abbott deployed the National Guard, Coast Guard, and FEMA to assist in what he called a life-saving operation. Helicopters, high water vehicles, and swift water teams swept through submerged zones to search for survivors. Flash flood emergencies were declared across the region as rainfall totals surged beyond 12 inches, straining infrastructure. The National Weather Service warned of a particularly dangerous situation, urging residents to flee flood-prone areas without delay. Rescue crews faced enormous challenges as rain continued falling, reducing visibility and cutting off critical access routes. Roads like FM 1350 and Highway 27 disappeared beneath water, turning simple rescues into dangerous missions for first responders. Survivors described terrifying scenes, parents clutching children while clinging to trees, water rising faster than they could react. One woman said she and her son waited hours in the rain before being spotted by a rescue team searching from a boat.
Good God.
Ranchers reported hundreds of cattle lost to the floodwaters as fields became deep, fast-moving lakes in minutes. Barns, fencing, and equipment were destroyed, leaving entire livelihoods wiped out across large parts of central Texas.
Get some buckets. And they're using that as a staging area for rescue vehicles, personnel.
Anyway, that's the Guadalupe River. It's way high. My house is flooded.
4th of July celebrations were cancelled across the region, as parks and public spaces were left flooded or inaccessible. Local businesses boarded up, and volunteers diverted fireworks money toward relief efforts and emergency supplies.
Street. Everyone downstream. Save your life.
The Guadalupe's power shocked even experienced rescuers, who said homes were submerged up to the roofs and swept off foundations. Images from the air showed entire neighborhoods underwater, only treetops and chimneys breaking the muddy surface.
Transformers blowing out. I almost lost my truck. Very, very bad.
The flash flood emergency in Kerr County remained in place through the evening, as runoff and more storms threatened new rises. Officials said water levels could fluctuate unpredictably and urged people not to return home even if water briefly receded.
4th of July, they already closed the park. This is Kerrville, Texas.
Shelters were set up in community halls, and supplies were rushed in from neighboring counties, but the scale of need kept growing. Volunteers brought blankets, food, and dry clothes, offering help to people who had lost everything overnight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Search operations continued deep into the night, with dogs, drones, and sonar equipment deployed to locate the missing. Many areas were still without power or communication, and the true number of casualties may not be known for days.
I learned how to set up the weed.
Ok, papi.
Oh, Lord.
Ya está acabando casi.